had on your previous one as a stabiliser on that when it would have been the winter off version.
Yeah.
This one's a bit slightly more simpler to operate compared to the last one. So you've got the lock, obviously it clamps down onto the tow ball, similar to any towing type chassis. Yeah. And that's the operation of putting the stabiliser on. Obviously, it'd be a lot more friction to that. Yeah. As you see that when you put the tow ball in that position. Obviously, this works on friction on the tow ball, same as your last one should have done. So grease free and paint free on the tow ball. Right. Okay. Breakaway cable. So that's there just in case the caravan and the car become separated. What it's there for is to pull handbrake on. So the caravan hopefully is braked, and then the breakaway is called breakaway cable because the breakaway cable breaks away, and then the car and the caravan are separate. Okay? As long as you obviously fit it correctly to the tow ball, there shouldn't be any risk of that.
Well, so that should just draw punch, shouldn't it?
Yeah, more or less, yeah.
Like the old caravan.
Yeah. So you just lift that lever, as you lower it down, it will plunk in. Then that is the operation of
the stabiliser.
Yeah. Okay, jockey wheel, handbrake. Handbrake's just a push down or pull up. There's no button on the end of it, which you may have had on the last one. ATC, if you've heard about that and what that does. No. If you've obviously caravan for a while, you may have had the going past a wagon or a wagon going past you in the back end starts doing a bit of that. Okay, what this is a stabilising system that operates from 12 volts from your car. Right. It detects that movement, and all it does is applies brake slowly and releases. That's all it does. Very simple system. It's there to obviously help to keep your van stable. It doesn't stop you from obviously loading your van correctly. So you still need to do that. Same with the stabiliser. All that's doing is damping that movement. Okay, so it's a bit of a damper really rather than a stabiliser, but that is there just to pick up if you get in that situation. Right, yeah. Okay. Okay. 13-pin electrics, which I'm hoping you've got that on your vehicle, yeah? Yeah. Okay. Right, so I'm assuming these are your gas? As you did yesterday. I've got a pigtail there to fit to it. I'm just running off our gas at the moment. Right. Okay, what you've got on this one, I don't know if you had one on before, is what is called a duo control regulator. Which is this up here. So what you can do is connect to one or both of your gas cylinders. Yeah. You see that? That's pointing towards this. Obviously, it's pointing towards that. But if you're connected to that one, that arrow needs to be pointing that direction. That's your main one. Yeah. You could have also this one connected. So this could be your reserve. Yeah. That could be connected to there with obviously another pipe. Yeah. And they switched on. What that will do, obviously, is if you use a lot of gas or you're rallying or something like that, where you use a lot of gas. That would exhaust, so if you use all that one up, it would start drawing the gas from that one.
So you have them both switched on?
Yeah, so if you had them both switched on, if you wanted to do that, or you can just operate just one.
Yeah, and then switch it over.
Yeah, and then just switch them over if you wanted to. Yeah. Okay, what you've also got up here, that indicator there, which is green at the moment, you see that there at the top? Yeah. That's obviously saying we've got pressure. Right. So say you were using them side by side, that one, you've emptied that one, that will turn red, but it will start drawing from there still as long as that's turned on. Yeah. So what you need to do is obviously check regularly, so you may be in and out going to get the Akerol handle or something like that anyway. Yeah. Just check, just see if it's still green. If it's red, you need to turn it across to the other one. Yeah. Even though it will draw gas anyway. Yeah. But obviously you've got to be careful because you end up with two empty ones. Yeah. And you've got no reserve. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, fine. Yeah. If you're only using the one, you can see on this side it's got a blank cap. Just make sure if you are just using the one, put a blank cap on. Yeah. Okay. I will connect that for you. Right, coming down this side. So on your previous van, you had a cover. You would have taken off your boiler vent if you were operating on gas. That's right. There's no cover to take off now. That's your vent. Okay. All right. Yeah, that is your vent there. Okay. Water in. So to get this out, oops, a bit tight. Pull back on the trigger. That's your water pump there. So it just clicks in. What you've also got, you see that says shower. You've got an external shower point as well, which is under your bed. Right. That's not where you're operating from. That's where the pipe is. Yeah. The pipe clicks in there. It's only cold water. Something for like washing your boots off or something like that if you wanted to, or washing dogs, anything, kids, whatever's passing. As I say, it's only cold water. Yeah. So it's not going to give any. It's going to be a bit of a shock in the cold water.
So that's an output, that is.
Yes, an output. Yeah. So it's just a similar connection to that. Yeah. You just click it. It's just like a garden hose type, if you know what I mean.
All right.
Do we have to buy that, or is it?
No, that's under the bed at the moment. It is with it.
So you can take layers out so you can get
Hose down, yeah.
Some hose down, bike. Why you have a bike? Whatever. This here, that's your filter access.
Right.
You got a filter there. You can set to give you a rough idea. If you're doing it outdoors, gives you a rough idea of when you put that in.
Right.
It does say on there after about 35 days of use. I think it used to. Yeah, 35 days of use.
All right. Change the filter.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's up to you if you want to, but make sure that you do take that filter out for winter. Because obviously, a filter will hold water
And freeze up.
Yeah, so make sure you do take it out for winter.
Yeah.
Obviously, if you're using it, you're using it. Obviously, in storage, I will take that out.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, does that come down over that way?
Yeah, well, that'll just sit on the
Just
top of
sits
that
on
for now.
top. Yeah.
As when
Yeah.
you're using it. Okay, inside here you've got obviously your electric connection. You've also got an external aerial point. So you can see that down there. You can, if you're on a site that's obviously got a very good signal that your aerial can pick up.
Yeah.
What you can do, as long as the site's got it, they sometimes have a booster aerial of their own.
Right. Yeah.
And on each bollard you'll be able to plug into
Oh,
their
yeah.
aerial.
And so it goes in
Yeah,
the
so
other.
that's where you can plug
So
that
you
into
shoving
there.
it through the window.
That's it, yeah, exactly. Especially on a cold night, it's all cold wind blasting through that window, whoever's closest to that. Is this your motor mover?
No, this is
this was
one-
moving on it.
this
That's
is
right.
one-
Because I know we do exchange motor movers off from previous ones, so this one's already on it. Have you had a mover before?
Yeah.
Have you had a power touch before?
No.
No. Right. So I'll go for that after. Obviously, we can't move anything now at the moment because obviously we've got stuff attached to it.
I'm hoping that's a lot more powerful than the one that was on.
Yeah, all they're pretty good power touch.
Yeah.
I've got a power touch. Yours. Right, Andy?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's got that look about. No.
Yeah, no, he always has that look.
Sorry.
So we need to. Yeah, so we just noticed that. You're gonna make sure. Go and make sure that's. It might be an order, Andy. You just go and check. Go and check. Go and check with that. Go and check Andy with Andy.
Neil. Okay, because I say Luna, be surprised if you got one of them upstairs.
Yeah, we'll like to have it in stock. It's probably. Just check with Andy, see if it's on order.
Try thumping it.
Yeah.
I've tried that.
All right. Okay.
Right.
Wastewater outlet. So that shouldn't be any different. Else you may have had been on the rear
the
van.
back end,
Yeah,
yeah.
this is usually an easier place to get to, especially
Yeah.
on a slopey pitch.
Definitely. And they were right underneath.
Yeah, you're on your hands and knees trying to
Yeah.
locate that. What you've got here, flush. Yeah, so it's your flush tank. So this would be slightly different than the last one I've explained.
Yeah, it was
This is-
attached to the
because-
cassette before.
Yeah, so this is also what is a Dometic toilet as well. So what you've got, apart from a handle and wheels, obviously makes it easier to go and empty. And my colleague mentioned at some point that obviously the Thetford one also do a handle and wheels. He said it's now what is called a unisex toilet cassette. So obviously ladies can go and empty it if they really wanted to.
No, they can't.
It's not on, is it?
No, very rare. Right. Very rare you see ladies at the toilet
No, you
emptying
don't.
place. It's not the most pleasant of jobs. Obviously the men that end up doing all that. Blue chemical in here.
Yeah.
So small amount blue chemical and small amount of water, obviously
Yeah.
to break down the nasty stuff. Emptying is out of there as well. You've also got an air bleed button. So it should be similar to cassette before. It's just obviously this looks slightly different. What
Yeah.
it is, that is the actual handle to open the flap.
All right, yeah.
You might be able to see there's a little flap there. So that when you go inside, that is actually on the toilet inside.
Right.
You just pull that.
Yeah.
So you'll see that on the inside. Okay.
Can
And that
we
just slots in.
can we open that from out here? You know, if we're going to rinse it out or something.
Yes.
you know?
Yeah. You just pull that on that handle.
Put on that handle, it'll open up.
That's open.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you. Is there a drain on that? Sure. Never noticed one. What I'm trying to see is a drain down for your flush tank, but I can't see one.
What is it? Where was that? Was that not?
Yeah, no, I don't think that's. I don't particularly want to. I'll have to ask that question actually. 'Cause how many times I've done it? You don't see many of these. Thetford are the main ones that obviously supply toilets to caravans. And I can't see a drain down for that unless it's just a flush down. So you just flush it and flush that into the main container. I'll ask that question because it's one thing I haven't noticed before.
Where had you fill the flush through there then?
Yeah, it's just there, just a reservoir. So you just undo that and top it up. Okay. There is an indicator actually on the.
Get your stuff into that.
Well, we'll have to put a funnel in or something.
Yeah, well I tend to use a 2 litre water bottle.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I tend to
yeah.
use. You see some people, they have these like watering cans or something like that to top it
We've
up.
got a watering.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
getting the actual the pink stuff in now, do you?
Yeah, oh you should get it. Yeah, you get it. I would have thought.
Too.
Yeah, you'd tip that through there. Sure you would. I've never tried it myself, but I would have thought you would do.
Or do you mixture in your watering can?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that, yeah. That's it.
A dedicated watering can for it.
Yeah.
As you can see from this, being a posh Luna, it's got the front handles also. They look really nice on site. Everything's all lit up, and everyone else hasn't got them. They do look quite good.
So are they lit when the caravan's just stationary?
Yes. Yeah. Well, as you can see, it's not moving at the moment.
Yeah, but you know what I meant.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. No, they don't light up for travelling. They obviously can't have white lights on the rear unless you're reversing. No, they're just for when you're on site.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
And
so
you can you turn them off, or are they on?
No, they stay on all the time.
At least you'll find your van.
Oh yeah.
No, they do switch up. There is a switch inside.
pretty good idea, isn't it? That and that over here.
Right,
Yeah, next one, John.
it's not, obviously you've got
Oh, that's just underneath.
It's just access there, so you've got a few bits and pieces under here as well. Does come a step with it. We've got bits and pieces. They are the wheels, so when you put the spare wheel on, you've got actually
Yeah.
bolts for a steel wheel, which is a spare.
Yeah.
You have also bits of other pieces. Because you've got the box for the radio, if you might be able to hear that, that's actually on it. Well, there's a cable in there, there's also another winder handle in there as well. Okay.
Electric.
Coming around to the wheels now, it is very important that you check these wheels regularly, or the wheel nuts tightness. Okay, I've got my torque spanner there ready to do that. Well, obviously when at the end, just make sure you are checking 115 Newton meters.
Yeah.
It is in the handbook.
Yeah.
So just make sure you check it out. If it's on the plate,
You're not label.
there it is. So it's on the small to the right in down here. Look, 115 Newton meters.
Yeah.
Obviously, tyre pressure is also on there. Obviously important that you do that as well.
And the spare wheels.
Yeah, on
Slung
the
under
slung,
it.
which is really real fun to get out.
Yeah. Oh, that's for the RAC, man.
Yeah, definitely. Is. Right. Obviously, gas barbecue point, and you've also got a wet locker on the outside. The keys on. So you've got your wet locker, and there's also a 240 outlet there as well, so you can put that into your awning if you want to. If you got an awning, that is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there should be an on in there.
Oh, it's
Coming with it.
Oh, it's in the shop probably.
Yeah.
If you bought one, yeah. Okay. And that's it. Back around to the front, so you can see there the front lights do exactly the same, or the front handles, I should say, are also lit.
And does that stay lit? You
No, that will
on
switch.
and
No,
off?
that will switch on and off as well. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, all lights will switch off.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if you just got a battery, it would drain it down. Okay. What we've also got, so key, we've got one and a spare, so one key does all. We've also got birdies in here as well.
Yeah.
What are they? Are they Swift?
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, being a Swiftie, I think we're only allowed to have swift birds in the property.
Take it, they're nesting up there.
They are
aren't
right in that far
Yeah.
corner. Yeah. They come back. They've only been here a couple of years because this roof's only 3 years old, I think it is now. So they've only come back. Yeah, they've come back these last couple of years. Come to see us.
Right.
What you've also got on your alarm. This is your alarm fob. Torch is the top button. Second button down. That sets your alarm. So 1 beep on, 2 beeps off. Okay. And this one, I don't think.
Is it a motion alarm or is it a...
Yes, it's got PIR and it's also got a tilt sensor.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so it does. So if you want to operate the awning light on the fob, you have to make sure you switch it off manually on the control panel.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. If you like to go inside, I just need to go and get my slippers. You tab it round and I'll be there.
No.
It's the radio on.
Well, yeah. Nothing in the cocktail cabinet.
Yeah, I was looking in there, I'm afraid.
Under that.
No, Gareth hasn't supplied that, I'm afraid.
No.
He's a bit tight, he's gone on holiday. Right. Hope you can hear the radio.
Well, we could.
I could then, wasn't I?
Yeah. So why it's gone off, I don't know.
No, I just lost it. Oh, there we go, it's on again. Right, well, I'll just turn that down because it's going to really distract me as I'm trying to talk.
Which one's
It's that one. Front
This
right.
one?
That's it. On off buttons top leave.
That.
Just press and all that. That's it. Shut that up. Right. Okay, so control panel. Shouldn't be too much different, I would have thought, than an Eldis. It's fairly basic one, which is good. Master switch 12 volts is that one there, which it says master. Pump switch, light master switch, which is just the one just inside the door as you come in. Only light. So that's manual there. Obviously make sure if you want to use the fob, you don't switch it on manually. Just use the fob to switch it on and off if you're going to use that. Okay? Right, first thing you do when you get into your van is get your water system up and running. If you're happy on how to do that, or if you want me to go through that, we can do.
What's that?
So your water system. How to prime your water system.
How to prime it now?
Yeah. So you've got the drain switch down there.
That's
the yellow
the
lever.
yellow switch, yeah.
So the yellow lever's just under there. Don't switch your water pump on straight away. Just make sure all the taps are closed first and your drain's closed.
Yeah,
otherwise you end up with water going where you don't particularly want it to go.
Been there, done that.
Yeah, which I've done a couple of times. Right, so I always start on the cold side first, because that's the closest to your mackerel. So get the water running out through there. Normally you'll see that splutter a bit to start with. Once I've done that, once we've got a solid stream that side, turn it across the hot side then. What that's going to do, if you've drained your boiler previously, obviously you need to fill it.
Yeah.
Okay, and also get the air out to the hot side. So open it up on the hot side. I have primed it, you might get a bit of air coming through it. So you'll get a couple of minutes of sputter, 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 while it's trying to get 10 litres of air out of that tank.
Through the system.
Through that system and out through that tap. Okay, well, you can see it does sputter quite nicely, obviously the air pressure coming through. You'll see a bit of steam coming off that as well. If it's taking quite a long time to get the air to come through, just close the tap down. It's a pressurised system, so what will happen then is the pump will build a bit of pressure up.
Yeah.
And it'll push the air a bit further, a bit quicker out.
Yeah, big further into the system.
Once you've got a solid stream like that, then you know your hot water tank's full. Do the same with each tap.
Is the hot water on automatically, or is it a switch?
No, it's not that good.
No.
No, you do have to wait. Obviously, wait for it to warm up.
So what's the switch for that then?
I haven't got that far
We'll
yet.
get round to that.
I'm only open the tap yet. Right, so once you've done that, then you can switch to heating or water heating on. You can, with this system, switch the heating on before you've got water in that tank.
Right.
Okay, it's not like the old one. If you switch the boiler on your old van,
and
you had no water in it, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
This one is a totally different system.
Right.
Okay, so there's no danger of you damaging that hot water tank unless you left water in and it freezes. But if you operate it with no water in, there's not going to be an issue. So you can have heating running because it's one unit.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's all one unit.
What, the heating and hot water?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So to operate that is this control panel up here. So I'll just do it. It's always an awkward one to try and show from here. Right, on off button is that there. What you may see is a little, I can't see from this angle, a little green light inside the button. That's to say the system's operating okay. If it's red, then obviously it's not. You will see some writing across the bottom if there is a failure of some kind. The main one you may see is gas failure. Gas failures will tell you obviously it's obviously failed on gas. The reason for that is you haven't turned the gas on or you've run out of gas. That's usually the one you may see. Okay. Shown on the screen at the moment, we've got that little plug there. That's just to show we've got electric available. Then next one along is your room temperature. Okay. To change anything, press the menu button. So to increase the thermostat or decrease it, plus or minus, what I'm just going to do, it will go up to the maximum of 30 degrees. You can see I've just set it to 24 degrees now. It's not going to come on. Come on. Increase it a little bit more. Right, that's what I'm trying to show you. Right, this icon there, that is your circulation pump for your heating. Okay, if it's not there, it's not circulating your heating around your van. Okay, so when it reaches temperature, that's obviously thermostatically controlled. It will switch that off.
Right.
Okay, when the temperature drops, so 2 or 3 degrees below the temperature you've set, it will automatically come back on again. Okay. Next one along is water heating. Okay, so water heating. That the boiler is already on. If you've selected energy of electric and gas or electric, the boiler is already being warmed up. But what you can do if you really wanted to is boost it. Okay, so normal running is half a triangle coloured in. So that's heating the water. That's what that steam is coming out of them, out of the tap. That's normal running. If you want to, you can use the boost function, which gives you that extra hot water. Okay, so say you're going to use a shower on board, or you want to do a lot of washing up, you can boost it. So what you do is press the plus button. What that will do is then concentrate all the heating on the boiler which is sitting in that corner for a period of 30 minutes. Okay, unless you want to switch it back in.
Is that
No, that's nothing to do with your van. There's a compressor at the back of the shed which is really annoying, and it always comes on when I press a button, and then people think the whole van's shaking, and it's nothing
So
to do with
that's and after 30 minutes will it?
Yeah, so after 30 minutes it will revert back to normal running, or you can switch it back manually.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you say you did use a shower, don't switch it on like now. I'm going to go in the shower. Obviously, it's like immersion heater. You've got to give it a bit of time to warm up. Also, if you want to heat the water up a lot quicker, you can obviously do that as well. Okay, what it will also do in that period of time, it will shut down the circulation pump for your heating. So it doesn't want the heat being drawn away from the boiler. It wants to keep it there. So it will shut the circulation pump down for that period of time, and then once it reverts back to normal running, it will then allow the heating to come on if it's in that temperature range. Okay?
Yeah.
Next one along, apart from a noisy tractor. So what we've got is options of electric or gas. Okay, so operation on electric, so you've got operation on 1 kilowatt, 2 kilowatt or 3 kilowatt, or gas, or both, or one or the other. Okay, so at the moment I'm running on both. So just to understand that, if you imagine that boiler there is trying to heat this room and that 10 litres of water.
Yeah.
Okay, before you had a fire and had a boiler separate. So that fire was just warming your room up.
Yeah.
That boiler was just warming your water up. Now it's all in one unit, so it's doing both. Okay, so if say you had it on just 2 kilowatts, in the summer that's probably efficient enough because it's going to give you enough hot water. It may give you some room warmth as well. Obviously at the moment it definitely needs it. In the winter it may struggle, or it definitely will struggle.
Yeah.
Okay, so 2 kilowatts, you may be able to move it up to 3 kilowatts, and that might give you enough warmth. But in the colder months, if you compare that to at home, you've got a 2 kilowatt kettle. It's heating up what, 2 litres of water. It's not heating the kitchen, right? This is 2 kilowatts on that unit down there. Is heating 10 litres of water, so that's 5 times that kettle, and try to heat this room. 2 kilowatts is not a huge amount of energy. So what you can do is operate on a selection of both. So electric and gas. So what it will do, obviously it'll be a quicker warm up for a start, because before you had a fire you had blown air. Obviously this is radiated heat, so it's going to take that a little bit longer. But if you've got both energies running, it's going to warm up quicker. Then what it will do is use both energies, gets up to temperature, it'll shut the gas down.
Right.
It'll tick over on electric then.
It'll automatically shut it off.
Yeah. So it's prioritised to electric, so it'll tick over on electric then. Unless someone like myself leaves the door wide open, temperature drops, gas will kick back in and bring it back up to temperature.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you don't need to use the gas all the time, but it's one of them things, kind of suck it and see really, to see what energy is okay for you. If it's really cold overnight and you're operating on 3 kilowatts and you may have tried to select 30 degrees, it's probably not going to get up to 30 degrees because obviously it's a lot colder, and that energy is just not going to get it that high. Okay.
Yeah. Fine. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. Right. Like that, John.
Yeah. So it's one of them things. Obviously, when you play with it a bit, it should come fairly easy.
And it's all in the book anyway.
Yeah, it's all in the handbook as well. There is a good video on this as well from Aldi themselves on YouTube.
Yeah.
So if you look for Aldi on YouTube, that's we'll give you. It's a good video. It's about 5 or 7 minutes long. It's not a technical video. It's an easy how to use video, which is really good. Okay.
An idiot's guide.
Yes, that's how I learned.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. There is further menu on there, which includes timers and things like that. Obviously, that's in the book. If you just want to just warm it up as you're warming it up, it's up to you. But
What's that flashing green light then?
yeah, that's your PIR sensor.
All right. Yeah.
That's just similar like a flashing light on a car, even though it's not set at the moment. It's just to say that it's active.
Right, and let's just
So there's power there. So there's power to it. Yeah. You look at it, it goes off. That's it. Okay.
Yeah. Fine. Yeah.
Right.
So where are we now then?
Fridge.
Oh, fridge. Yeah.
Right. So reasonably straightforward. Right. On/off button. Just so I press that, the compressor decides to blast a load of air as well. Right. On/off button. So that you just press and hold. That switches it on or off.
Yeah.
It's selected gas at the moment, or I've selected it gas. Select electric.
Yeah.
To light the gas, just select gas.
Yeah.
Okay, that will automatically light. It will let you know if it fails. So what I'm going to do now is put it on 12 volts. That 12 volts is coming from the car.
Yeah.
You operate that when you're travelling.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not the leisure battery as some people think. It's coming from the car. So as long as your engine's running, you've got that connected. All you do is switch that on, select battery, and that will maintain the temperature in the fridge. It won't cool it down, but just maintain it. So you need to cool it down before you travel.
Is he behaving himself?
Trying.
Yeah, very good.
Very informative.
That's good. Everything okay so far?
So far.
Brilliant, good, thank you.
Yeah. Just chase Andy on the centre of the wheels.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I think he's missed that. All right. Right. So what I'm showing you now is the failure. So obviously it's detected there's no car attached.
Yeah.
So that's showing failure. That's why that's showing that. If that's doing it on the gas, that means the gas has failed to light. Okay. So do the usual things. Make sure you've turned your gas on. Make sure you've got gas. So you could light your cooker up just to make sure you've got gas running.
Yeah.
And all you do is just press the hazard button, and that'll reattempt to light it.
Right.
Okay. If you haven't used it on gas for a while, the likelihood is it's got air in the system.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So it may fail again. Press that button again, and it reattempts
And
to
it'll
light it.
gradually clear itself.
That's it, exactly.
Yeah.
So it's purging the air out of the system. Okay. Most people tend to run on electric. This side here, that's your selection for setting for how cold the fridge is. So that's the coldest setting, all 5 lit. Obviously it's coming out frozen butter, then it's too cold. So
That's it, yeah.
it all depends on the temperature outside. If it's obviously really hot outside, it obviously needs to work harder. Or if it's cold outside, it doesn't need to work as hard.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
To open it, just pull down on that button there.
Oh,
See,
that's,
nice blue light.
that's a bit sexy, isn't it? Yeah.
So what I do, there's actually, normally there's a little picture on there to say you can actually take out that ice box. So what it is the shelf and the front of it. That will, there's 2 little catches underneath, you can slide that out. So if you want a taller fridge, you can
right.
operate on a taller fridge.
Yeah.
If you really want the ice box, you obviously leave that in. Advantage of it is that you can take that out when you're in storage. You can take that out, put it on the top, and obviously air can circulate around that. You've also got a little catch to keep the door open. So it operates off the actual catch itself to allow air to circulate. Okay?
I usually stick a towel
See,
on
see,
there.
yeah.
That's it. Yeah. I have heard of all sorts of different things like tea towels, beer bottle, and I couldn't quite understand the beer bottle one, but I didn't ask if it was full
An,
or empty.
an empty one, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was full or empty or not. Okay, okay with the fridge.
Yeah.
Right, cooker.
And
Sorry,
how often is this one?
sorry. Yeah.
Is that one all the while?
No, that's got a switch.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, you get a prize if you find out where it is. Right. Electric igniter on the cooker. So you just press and hold. That switches it on. Obviously, be very cautious. Make sure it is cold before you obviously put that glass down. Just remember that will hold the heat a lot longer than what that will.
Right.
Okay.
Never
that-
had one with the electric.
No, so just be careful. We had the valeters on a van, I think it was last year, and when they were cleaning this, they'd left that down and that on, and then we came back and it was all in tiny little bits of glass. It just explodes. You know, there's just glass everywhere.
Bit like a Pyrex dish.
Yeah, yeah, that's it. It's just poof, gone.
So it switches on just with a switch the same
Yeah,
as the.
that's that.
oh,
Yeah,
right.
that's that one there.
Yeah.
Okay, there's no indicator on here to obviously show that that is on. Apart from
Does
obviously,
It gets red, I presume. Does it? No.
it gets.
No, they just get hot.
You just get hot,
Just
yeah.
gets hot.
You know it's out, I would have thought.
Yeah.
Okay, and just make sure, obviously put that down. So. Okay, your grill, obviously also lights on there, on the igniter as well. Grill pan, you've got the handle inside there. Sure, I think anything else. Oh, microwave.
Does
You
the
see-
oven light automatically?
Yeah,
from
yeah,
the top
they all
as well?
light. Yeah, they all light on the gas on
Yeah.
the igniter. Right, microwave. You can see that microwave is actually on, even though you can't see anything. It's actually asleep at the moment. You can see this eco button here. Press and hold that. Wakes it up. Okay. To open it, big button opens it. Do not travel with glass plates in there, because if that drops out and goes onto here,
Yeah.
you're going to be in trouble.
Trouble, yeah.
Okay, so I'll just leave that there for now. My wife tends to put it in the bowl with a tea towel wrapped around it, stop it rattling around, but it's obviously up to you where you want to put that. Here it is again. All right. So operate it, straightforward.
I've got some wheel centres.
Oh, good.
Which one, grey ones or black ones?
Which ones do you want?
This one's
Oh,
it.
decision.
Yeah. Well, it's a silver alloy wheel, isn't it?
Yeah.
So silver's probably just.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I don't know. Up to you.
Don't look at me.
Grey it
Well, I
is
don't
then.
know what,
Right,
where are they going?
It's going right in the centre of the wheel. Obviously, when they've
Yeah.
taken the wheel off.
Try smash the yellow one,
And what, as far as you're concerned, Pam, hubcaps.
Yeah, well, kind of. Yeah. Little tiny caps. Well, they're not going to fit anyway. Have to go and find another one. Oh, I'm going to have to order.
It doesn't matter actually which one because they both look alright.
Yeah, that's all right.
The black one goes with the wheel on the outside and the silver one goes
We're going to
with
have to
Yeah.
order some, mate.
They're
Oh,
not
okay.
they're the wrong size.
Luna inserts. I thought
Yeah,
these
they-
would have fit, but
They
they
don't
don't.
match. Okay,
No.
mate.
So I'll order them and I'll order the awning light,
Yeah,
and then they'll get done on bound to be a snagging list, isn't there?
possible, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right.
no problems.
Okay, mate.
Right, so to operate, you've either got 10 minutes or 1 minute. 1 minute, he says. He's not going to do that. Oh, that's good. Won't work on the one. Yeah, the 1 minute one doesn't want to work. Well, I'll have to talk to George about that then. Okay, so you've got the 10-minute one on this one.